Hey guys, have you ever wanted to be a leadoff hitter and be in that role and be a tone setter for your team? Maybe you're a guy that right now you're hitting deep in the lineup. You'd rather hit leadoff, or maybe you're hitting number 2. You'd rather hit number 1. Maybe you're on the bench and you just want to get in the lineup. Maybe you're getting DH'd for, but you want to be a leadoff hitter. There are lots of scenarios guys can be in. There are lots of different reasons they can want to be in that spot on the lineup card. Today, I'm going to tell you one way, one reason, one thing that you can do today to help yourself get put in that leadoff spot. Now let's take a look at what coaches generally expect out of their leadoff hitter. Let's start with that foundation and we'll kind of unpack that and we'll work from there. All right, normally these guys are fast. Normally they're a little bit smaller guys on the team. Normally they can steal some bases, that maybe they can lay a bunt down. Hopefully, if your coach is looking into it, these guys are better hitters deep in the count because normally coaches want them to see a bunch of pitches. They also want them to communicate that sequence of pitches to the guy on deck, to the dugout, so that they can be more well prepared. They also want you to get on base and preferably in scoring position already at the beginning of the game. All right. You might as well just ask your 4-hole hitter, just go up to him and say, hey, I expect you to hit a home run every single game because that's going to be easier than what you're expecting these leadoff hitters to do, right? If a leadoff hitter gets on second base right off the bat at the beginning of the game, if he does that 10 times in a season, that's extremely successful. Right? If he can do that 3 to 5 times, that's pretty darn good too. All right. So let's make sure that we have reasonable expectations for our leadoff hitter. So if you're a player watching this video right now, I want you to take the general idea of what a leadoff hitter is to you and to a coach and just push that aside right now. And if you're a coach and you're watching this video, I just kind of want you to sit back and listen to what I have to say. And whether you agree or disagree, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I love to debate different things, right? Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't make me right all the time. I'm just going based off my experience. So the one thing that you can do as a leadoff hitter that will change your mindset and can put you in that leadoff spot is don't be scared to swing at the first pitch of the game. You cannot have that fear. A lot of things happen if you do not have that fear. If you have the proper mindset, the correct mindset, and you're not scared to swing at that very first pitch, there's several things that can happen. One, let's look at it from the other point of view. And what is the pitcher trying to do? He's trying, a fastball's coming. He's trying to get up in the count. And so if you know a fastball's coming and it's going to be over the plate, then you're trying your best to set a tone and put your best swing on that pitch. You have to have a mindset of it's either off the wall or it's in the catcher's glove, right? If you put it off the wall, you're on second base, you set a tone, you've told the pitcher, hey, you can throw us your best stuff, your primary pitch is coming, and we're not afraid to swing at it. And you better be ready because as a team, we're coming after you. From a pitcher's point of view, that can be a little intimidating. Now, let's say you miss. Let's say you go 0-1 and it's strike 1 in the catcher's glove. You still set that same tone, right? Now, when he brings you more fastballs, he's got to be a little bit more perfect. He understands, hey, I can't make a mistake here because you're not taking defensive swings. You're showing him you're not scared to swing at that pitch. Now, me personally, I've had backup catchers in that leadoff position. I've had pitchers only in that leadoff position. And I know it sounds silly, okay? Because normally those types of hitters are not your best hitters in terms of average, okay? But I expect something different out of my leadoff hitter. I want my leadoff hitter to set an attitude for my team right from the get-go. I do not want the other team getting in a groove. I do not want the other team understanding that maybe we're going to take some pitches, we're going to get deep in counts, and we're not going to give them a chance to get comfortable at all on the mound or defensively. We are coming after you and we are being aggressive, right? A lot of times coaches are thinking, well, we want to make this guy throw a lot of pitches. Therefore, he comes out of the game quicker. You know what? If he's that good, it's only a 7-inning game, 18 and under, right? So chances are he's going to go into the 5th, 6th inning at least, and chances are the other team's got at least 2 pitchers that they can throw at you. So let's not get all tied up with trying to make him throw 100 pitches. If they know how to pitch, they're not going to be throwing 100 pitches anyway, no matter what you do. So let's set the tone, guys. Let's be aggressive in the box. Let's have an attitude that we are not scared and we're going to come right after you every single pitch. Every time you throw a ball and it stays in the strike zone, we are putting a quality swing on it. We are trying to hit the ball off of the wall, right? Is that going to happen every time? No. But the pitcher must be more perfect, and it forces him to be more perfect, which in turn, a lot of times, especially for younger pitchers, means he's going to miss more spots, or whether it's over the plate or off the plate. So he's either going to be walking you or he's missing a spot over the plate, which leads to more hits. Also, let's not be scared of going 0-1, okay? Statistically, in terms of average, the difference between 1-0 and 0-1, I believe, is 21 points, okay? I'll look that up and put a link for it in the description, but that's the difference of batting 280 to 321. To 301. So let's weigh the value of your leadoff hitter batting 280 to every single game of the season. You're setting an aggressive tone and putting pressure on that pitcher and on that defense. I'm going to take the aggressive nature and the attitude that your team can set every single time versus the 20 points in one person's batting average. But what you need to understand and weigh is the value of what you're getting, right? If you're forcing your batter to see a bunch of pitches and then forcing him to become a great hitter deep in counts, you're either, if he's not, you're taking an out right off the bat, right? And if he is, you're putting tremendous pressure on him, all right? And we don't, as coaches, we don't want to complicate a game that's already complicated. We want to simplify a game that's already complicated as best as we can. Also, players, we have to communicate. If we're going to have this mindset and try to be putting this role in the lineup in the game, you must communicate that with your coach, right? That's the other part of it. Your coach isn't going to be able to read your mind, and he's also, just because you say, hey, coach, put me in the leadoff spot because I watched this YouTube video from this guy and I have a new mindset and I think that I can contribute in that way, it's probably not going to happen right away, right? Trust the process, okay? Continue to remind your coach of that. Improve it in the cages. Prove it in practice when you do inter squads or when you scrimmage other teams and you do get that opportunity. You got to prove that to your coach. And then the final thing is, let's say the first pitch of the game you swing and the worst case scenario happens and you either roll over the ball or you pop out. Honestly, as a coach, that's going to happen sometimes, right? But as a coach, who cares, right? Because even if you popped out, that still tells the pitcher we're coming after him and we are not afraid of what he is going to throw. And that attitude sets a huge tone to that team, but also to our team that, hey, this isn't going to be easy for them. We're going to make their job as hard as possible. If they play a perfect game and they beat us, good for them. But we're not going to roll over. We're not going to wait around and let the game come to us. We're going to go after it and attack it and be aggressive. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to start posting these videos on my Patreon account a day before I post them on my YouTube account. So if you want to go support me there, you'll get this content 24 hours faster than here on YouTube. Either way, I hope this was good for you. I hope it brought you some valuable information. We'll see you next time.